Girl, at this point, it's giving two problematic queens one podcast, and they both need to let it go.
Let's talk about it.
Shawty, come and swing my way. We ain't gotta waste no time now, baby. Calling my face. I just wanna bump and grind on you. On you, on you. Want you on my face. Shawty, come and swing my way.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
What is going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, aka Chi, and we are back. Okay, we are back for another press and mess. Because, baby, it's a lot of mess in the press going on, and we have to talk about it, girl. I don't know why we still talking about it, honestly and truly. I thought we buried both these bitches like years ago, but apparently not, because y'all just insist on keep bringing not only Nene back, but y'all want to keep bringing Latocha back from the goddamn dead instead of just letting these hoes rest where they belong. Y'all know I don't see it for Nene. Y'all know I don't see it for Nene, and I never will. I never will. Is she entertaining? Yes. Is she a star? Debatable. But did she serve a purpose when she was lit and popping and relevant? Yes. Is she still that same girl? No. Is this interview style, this podcast venture that she's doing, is it working for her? No. And neither is this whole campaign run that Latocha is clearly on for her second album that's due any day at this point. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because, see, why y'all over there trauma bonding and falling for? Oh, because she mentioned God and she mentioned family and blood being thicker than water. Girl, you know what she hasn't mentioned? A blank check that needs to be written to Tamika, okay? And let Tamika go ahead and sign it with whatever amount she wants. That's true forgiveness for me. Where them coins at? Where's them coins, Latocha? Where is that girl money? Let's talk about that, okay? And we will after y'all go ahead and like the video.
The universe is V double T to the Y, and it won't stop till I wake up and realize that I am the 1, 2, 3. I am the bitch that these other niggas ain't. How you gonna escape when I am the key? That's why everywhere I go, they say following me like damn. Get back on track, look at who I am. Every day is numbered in this lifespan. Look in the mirror, tell myself again. Self-love and happiness is all about I got swing. I wanna be happy, doing what I please, trying to do what I need, whatever it takes to be free. I wanna be happy, doing what I please, trying to do what I need, whatever it takes to be free.
Okay, so by this point, everybody and their mama probably already done seen the video or seen the clips, but nonetheless, we still gonna get into it because content and coin and content, okay? Now, I don't know if every blog posted like a different version of the interview that they did, but what everybody's really talking about is, you know, Latocha and saying how Xscape kicked her out the group and how she could sue them if she won. And again, I don't understand why we even having this conversation still, but y'all insist on running around playing in graveyard child. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Is my sister.
Oh man.
Like that would be the most. I mean, all of them are my sister, but my blood sister.
Yes.
That is the part to me. Like, have my back,
Man. Can you
like
imagine?
ride with me.
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
That's all I
you can
knew.
ride with me when I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
wrong, but still just
Yeah.
work. If I'm wrong,
But the thing
even
is,
if you feel that, just work.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
the thing
I'm
is-
sorry. I'm just gonna have to. Y'all know how I do over here. By this point, again, you should have saw it already. You should have seen it already, baby. Go head over there to Nene's channel if you want to see the full video without the pausing and the breaking, because that's what we're gonna do over here. Okay, run her a view because she could use it. All right. First of all, Nene, you are not the person to be talking about accountability at all. At all. Because when have you ever taken accountability? When have you ever been responsible enough to be accountable for your goddamn actions? When have you said sorry? Okay, I was gonna wait till the end of this video towards the middle of whatever other part, but child, I'm gonna just say it now. The only reason these two motherfuckers are sitting now is for the hate of candy. It's for the hate of candy. It's for the hate of like, can we stop like beating around the bush, internet, social media? Like, can we call a thing a thing? Can we call a thing a thing? Latocha brought her ass to Nene. Again, 2 problematic queens, 1 platform, 1 podcast, because she knew that Nene was not going to hold her accountable. Nene can't even hold herself accountable. Why would she hold Latocha accountable? And then on top of that, both of them hate Candy. So of course, Nene going to sit here and go up and, eat whatever Latocha is feeding her. And then on top of that, come on now, it's clear that Latocha is trying to sit and promote a second album that's coming because nobody bought the first. Nobody bought the first. That's why she hopped on a residuals challenge to get all of the attention on her, to remind everybody that she could sing. Because listen, I don't understand why Black people do this thing. And it is Black people. I don't know why y'all do this thing where y'all expect every singer to be a singer. And that's not necessarily how it works. It's not necessarily how it works. I mean, Rihanna is Rihanna for a reason. J-Lo is J-Lo for a reason. So I don't know why y'all assume that everybody that's a singer is automatically going to be famous and make it to the depths of a Beyonce, because that's not how that works either, right? It's not how it works either. So why everybody is pushing so hard for Latocha to have this career that she would have had 20 years ago if it was meant for her, it's beyond me. It's beyond me. But who am I to deny her of a second chance? Matter of fact, I feel like we on her 10th. Because didn't she try this back in the 90s? Didn't she try this same bullshit 2 years ago when the whole reality show dropped and she gave them her ass to kiss? Because that's actually what happened. They didn't kick her out the group. She said, bitch, I quit. I quit. I'm doing my solo album. Deuces. And then when nobody bought the goddamn album, now all of a sudden it's like, ooh, I miss my sister. Ooh, y'all, it's been 30 years of us, dipping it and doing it as a group, and how we gonna throw all that away, girl? Just as easily as you threw them away. That's how we gonna do that. Get out my face with the bull.
I feel like, my sister and I were, people like, y'all are joined at the hip. I remember when we were about to do Understanding, the song was getting ready to come out, and she had gotten pregnant. And I'll never forget, they were like, okay, we're going to kick her out. That bothered me.
Yes.
I said, Monster, and even though I knew I was like, Tamika, we need to use, everybody was like, we use.
Girl, shut up. You know you ain't got shit to talk about when you got to reach so far back into your ass. Okay, you got to go back to what you done 5 years ago. You got to dig so far into your ass to pull out something to convince the people. Ma'am, you're going all the way back to the 90s to understanding. No, what needs to be understood is you handing over a blank check to your goddamn sister and saying, here, take whatever it is that you need. Take whatever it is that you want. The check can bounce. We don't know how much money in your bank account. It's the gesture. Jessiana. Y'all know the fucking word. Okay, it's the act of doing it. Okay, show the people that you are remorseful, that you're sorry. Okay, since you want to come down to the people and give a whole Oscar-worthy performance anyways, what's stopping you from taking a blank check and literally handing it to her? You know that when it comes to the internet, it's always 2 truths and a lie anyway, so nobody's going to know that the check bounced unless Tamika comes out and says this shit bounced, which she should, because I will go ahead and be petty, because let's not forget, because I almost did. Everybody's sitting here talking about, oh, they need to just make up. Oh, sisters' blood is thicker than water. Have any of y'all sisters pulled revenge porn on y'all? I'm sorry. Does nobody remember that? Because that was another huge part of this story. Everybody keeps talking about, oh, Tamika, the 20K. Baby, that was the bare minimum. Tamika came out and said on her YouTube vlogs that 20K was the minimum of what this bitch took. It was actually like 48, 50K. It was way more than that. And then on top of that, they were threatening her with releasing her news. And not just Latocha. It was Latocha and that husband. Does nobody remember that? Does nobody remember that? But I'm gonna let them talk. Because the whole reason why she was even able to sit down with a Nene Leakes on a Nene Leakes show is because Nene and Sierra allegedly fell out. Right. Because they was going around promoting the hell out of that podcast. And y'all was all in my comments. Oh my God, it's going to be amazing. Oh my God, it's going to be so good. Oh my God, shut up. You just hating. You're not even going to give it a try. Didn't Nene?
Birth control. This is our first time. The world doesn't even know Xscape yet.
Yeah.
So you're going to forfeit all of this, and I felt.
But the world knows Latocha. The world knows Latocha. That's why we sitting here asking again, where is the 20K? I might as well title this video, where is the 20K? Like, we don't have anything to talk about. We really don't. We don't have anything to discuss until you literally answer that question. That's the question we want to know. That's the question we want to know. Like, how are we sitting down doing a whole interview and that's not the first motherfucking question asked? I'm sorry. We can't sit down and do no interview for 20 minutes, 20 seconds until we get that question answered, because that's what the people want to know. That's the most requested. We don't give a damn about a baby and a side nigga and cheating and the girl, because y'all that be codependent over a nigga and be pick-me's. That's just what y'all gonna do anyways. That's just what y'all gonna do anyways. Y'all gonna lay with these men that we tell you ain't shit, and then y'all gonna praise him and act like he the king of all kings. Okay. That's just par for the course. But the whole 20K, the whole going to your sister and saying, oh, we're going to release your news on you if you don't retract. Let's talk about that. But see, again, Nene didn't give a fuck. Why would she need to go and do research? Girl, Nene is somebody who has a platform and delusional ass fans who just going to sit and hype her for being delusional. Why do any real work? Why do any real media training? Why do anything that actually takes you being able to be good at this shot? Like, why do that? Why do that? If Nene was going to do it, it would have been done. It would have been done. And we wouldn't have spent the last 15 years begging for her to do something other than sit and talk about Housewives all goddamn day. Because that's another thing that I've been seeing on social media. Oh, this was kind of cute for Nene. Oh, this was a little bit better. You know, on the other podcast with Sierra, her and Sierra were talking over each other. So here it's clear she got a little bit of help and she's getting better. No, bitch, you need to be the best. You need to be the best. I'm tired of this little game that y'all sit and play. Nene ain't some bitch sitting in Bronx, New York with $2 to her name that just decided today she want to be a content creator. Nene is somebody with access, with wealth, okay, with resources, with connections. If you're not coming out the gate swinging, and sit your ass back down in the goddamn fields and the goddamn stadium seats. Go sit down. Unless you coming on the field to swing, and I mean swing hard, because it needs to match your mouth. It needs to match your mouth, Nene. Okay, because you talk a big game. Because we're not going to forget the days with Nene and Wendy and their friendship and them falling out and you feeling like you could come and take her job. And see, I don't forget shit. I don't forget shit. That's why I'm real passionate in this video. I don't forget shit. And I'm not letting up off Nene's neck. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me tell you why I'm not letting up off Nene's neck.
Who do you think they used to help destroy you?
There are people. You'd be very surprised. They do have what we call house. You can finish the other part.
House what? House what? House what? I'm gonna let the video play. But house what?
Who do you think they used to help destroy you?
There are people. You'd be very surprised. They do have what we call house. You can finish the other part.
House.
You crazy.
Nene, don't tell me they got real housewives, real house over there. Who?
One. Two, I felt very ganged up on. And for all of you out there who can say they don't know what ganged up on is, Google the definition of gang up. Gang up is more than one person on a person at the same time. George Floyd was ganged up on. So no, he was physically ganged up on. And I have felt verbally ganged up on many times, and that is not fair to me.
And that is the person that is interviewing Latocha Scott. But I'm gonna let her talk. I'm gonna let her talk again. Two problematic queens, one platform.
Away, but I couldn't give up on my sister. You know what I told them?
What?
She goes, I know. Yeah. That could have been my whole career. I wouldn't have been sitting here. You wouldn't have been asking me about Xscape. Right. Because that's the love.
I do want to go on record by saying she looks absolutely breathtaking. She looks absolutely breathtaking right now. The skin, the makeup, the hair, the highlights, whoever colored that hair, she looks good. She looks good. Too bad her spirit is ugly as hell. Too bad.
And the loyalty that I had. Right. So that does it hurt to know that, yes,
yeah, I get it.
Deep.
It's deep.
Very deep.
Okay.
Very deep.
There were some internet rumors about your husband having a baby outside of your marriage. Are you and your husband currently separated? Did he have a baby outside of your marriage?
There's no baby. Yeah, no, baby.
That's not what you said last year. That's not what you said last year when you were trying to promote that flop of an album. That's not what you said then. Remember when you tried to jump ahead of the rumors, talking about some, oh, me and Rocky are in an open relationship. Newsflash, bitch. 99% of the women out there are in open relationships and just don't know it. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of women out there are in open relationships and just don't know it. Yeah. Huh. Huh.
And that's the thing. When people find out the truth, all the salaciousness, nobody's going to say, oh, it was a lie. Where is the agenda that you put out about? So you're trying to destroy me. You're not thinking about myself. You're not thinking about our son.
Maybe if they were trying to destroy you, you would have been done already. You would have been done already. You would have been done already. But apparently you're not. Apparently you still kicking. You still trying to come back. You still trying to get somebody to buy this goddamn story as though we don't remember 2-3 years ago. Of course I remember it because listen, during the whole SWV versus Xscape time, baby, that's when Candy had. Shout out to motherfucking Candy and shout out to Jamie. Okay, the same Jamie who Portia whooped in the middle of the alley. Okay, who then went over there to Candy, became her friend and started working and doing all her social media content and speak on it and all of that. Shout out to Jamie and Candy because they had, posted one of my reactions to SWV versus Xscape on their channel. So of course I remember. Of course I remember.
I think about the relationship that my family.
How long you and your husband were married?
30 years.
So your son is his child.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Who else child would it be? Who else child would it be? Girl.
I don't know those.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the mistress child. Maybe it's the bitch she's cheating on her with. Maybe it's her child and she raising that child for her. Because that is another thing that a lot of pick-me's out there will do. Okay. Or no. I'm sorry. Because what a lot of pick-me's will do, they'll say, oh, he can do whatever he wants as long as there's no evidence, as long as there's no proof of infidelity.
I've been 30 years. You mean to tell me that with all these things, and even with that, even if that were the case, this is my problem that I have. Where is my sister?
Yeah.
No, where is your sister's check? That's the problem that we have. Okay, you talk about the problem that you have is where is my sister? No, our problem is where is your sister's check? Your sister's check. Say what? Your sister's check. Your sister's check. You focus on the wrong shit. You focus on the wrong shit. I can tell what kind of grades you got in school because you was focused on the wrong shit. Who are the people that you have around you? It got to be yes men. It has to be yes men. Y'all know how Tamar be up in the news like every other 2 to 3 months, and then y'all be like, oh, she must have yes men around her because why she always in some drama and some bullshit? I could say the same about Latocha, honestly. And after enough time looking at them, Latocha, Nene, Tamar, all of them is the same motherfucking person. Same. Because who are these people that y'all have around y'all that's not sitting y'all down and saying, hey, I know you feel real passionate about your version of the truth, but it's not actually accurate. It's not. And it's giving narcissists. It's giving like, I don't know, maybe you need to pull back and like learn that, baby, you're actually the one doing wrong in this situation. You're not the victim. You're not the victim.
It's your sister. Where's my blood sister?
When I need somebody to,
just have my back. That's crazy.
Girl, you talking about have my back all the time. You have her wallet. You got her cash. Okay, you got her money. Girl, maybe that's why she feel like Tamika need to have her back. Okay, because she's just carrying so much. Okay, and not on her shoulders, in her pockets. Okay, she's carrying so much in her pockets, and it all belongs to Tamika. Bitch, where is the 20K? Where is your sister's check? Huh?
I will say
very hurtful.
Now I'm going to tell you that I feel like your blood sisters should rock with you. I feel like they should rock with you whether you right or wrong.
Of course you do, Nene. Of course you do. Of course you do. Do I need to run that video one more time? Because I can. Matter of fact, I will.
Who do you think they used to help destroy you?
There are people. You'd be very surprised. They do have what we call house. You can finish the other
House.
part. You crazy.
Nene, don't tell me they got real housewives, over there. Who?
One. Two, I felt very ganged up on. And for all of you out there who can say they don't know what ganged up on is, Google the definition of gang up. Gang up is more than one person on a person at the same time. George Floyd was ganged up on. So no, he was physically ganged up on. And I have felt verbally ganged up on many times, and that is not fair to me.
Mind you, as Nene was on all of that talking, and she said it felt like she had a foot on her neck, like George Floyd. I don't know if y'all saw, but there was also a tweet where she compared her Bravo struggles to Breonna Taylor. Mind you, this was in the midst of all the Black Lives Matter parades and not parades, shout. It definitely wasn't nothing to celebrate, but y'all understand what I'm saying. During the midst of all the Black Lives Matter stuff that was going on, Nene decided to come out and say all of that. All of that. Okay, and mind you, when she did that whole interview with Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked, calling her castmates house N-words, the entire time that the season was airing, season 12 was her last season. The entire time that the season was airing, she was going around at every interview with whoever would listen, sitting there shading the fuck out of her entire cast, only to then come to the reunion and play victim. So again, when I say Nene is not the person for accountability or responsibility or being responsible for their actions, two problematic queens, one platform. At this point, that they might as well have a platform together. Two problematic queens. Call it that. Because it's very much given that.
Like you, my sister, like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of those things where I know you wrong. I'm gonna wait till we get in the car and I'm gonna tell you
that's
you
what
wrong,
we're talking.
but I'm not gonna tell you in front of them. Or
her and Kenya are the same goddamn person. Because isn't Kenya and Cynthia in the blogs fighting? Aren't Cynthia and Kenya fighting in the blogs over the same goddamn thing? Because Kenya is mad that Cynthia told her on TV that she was dead ass wrong for what she was doing, that she was above that. But yet Kenya not mad at anybody else because everybody else felt the same way, but now suddenly trying to retroactively change their tune. Right. Nene and Kenya are the same goddamn person. Same. Tell me behind closed doors. Don't say it in front of everybody else. You know, don't embarrass me, because that's really what it's about. Don't embarrass them. Don't knock them down off of their pedestal. Don't make them look any worse in the public than they need to look. Like, it's all about that when it comes to Latocha and Nene and people like them. And it's just like, no, bitch, you were dead ass wrong. You're dead wrong. Whether I say it in private or say it in public, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go and try to play victim and make it seem like me saying it in public is way bigger than the action that you caused to even get us in this place. Absolutely not. Again, two problematic queens, one motherfucking platform.
Or I'm gonna wait till we get home and we're gonna talk about
Look at
this.
them bobbing.
Or I know you're wrong, but I'm still gonna rock with you, and I'm gonna tell these girls, this is my sister. Like, we've been together. How can you?
And this is why they can't get anywhere in life, because y'all see how they are. Listen to people when they talk. Pay attention to what they say. This is how they rock. This is exactly why Nene has taken forever to get where she's at. This is exactly why Nene has gone over to Zeus after working with the likes of Bravo to try and get a bag or to try and get some more relevancy. This is exactly why. Because these are the type of people you cannot say anything to. They don't take constructive criticism. They are never wrong. They are narcissists. They cannot apologize. Okay, they never do shit wrong. They have nothing but yes men around them, sitting there praising them and sucking their goddamn dick like, because I know it's probably motherfuckers in the comments right now going up for Nene. I don't give a fuck.
Expect me to do this to my sister.
Absolutely.
Like, this is.
But I think
sister.
when sometimes you get into the forefront and you get on television and the lights come on and
Girl.
you get the, this is my time to shine. Not in that way.
No.
Oh God.
And I get the reality shows and we got to say this, but it's some things that are off limits, especially for me. And I wasn't even on a reality show when that happened with her. It wasn't no reality show. It wasn't no extra money nowhere. It was just me about to lose my career. But everybody they don't covet you that way. But I covet my family, my love, everything that way. My friendships. I've had somebody say, well, you know everybody's business. Why didn't you just go ahead and destroy everybody? That's not me.
I would say what bothered me the most is my sister.
Oh man.
Like, that would be the most. I mean, all of them are my sister, but my blood sister,
I can't.
that is the part to me, like, have my bag.
I can't. Let's see what else is going on.
I would say what bothered me the most is my sister.
We already heard this part. I thought it was going to be something else, child. Well, look, that's the end of the video. I'm trying to fix this lighting because this lighting is not doing it. It's so bright. It's so bright. And I don't like it. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about all of that down in the comment box below. I mean, I know I was wearing Nene's ass out more than I was wearing Latocha's ass out. And technically they deserve equal lashings, but I'm never going to miss an opportunity to drag Nene. I'm not. Okay. And Latocha, you just as problematic. You just as problematic. So again, no wonder you sat down with a Nene Leakes because she can't even hold herself accountable. So why would she hold you accountable? Let me know what y'all thought about what it is in the comment box below. As if I give a, and definitely make sure that you stream my music as if you give a. And if you enjoyed this commentary, bitch, check out. Oh, I don't forgot my outro. If you enjoyed this commentary, check out my Patreon where you can hear more. Bye, y'all. Dolly, that body looks bad.
Finally made it after this long ass ride. So we pull up to the house in St. Louis, and I'm like, oh. So we pull up to the house in St. Louis. I think I finally got her accents here.
That's worth the whole fucking cast. Summer's unpredictable.
Bam.
Why I feel like she just wait, what was she doing? Did she just come from using the bathroom? I know she did not just come from taking a shit with a plate.
Well, I'm about to go to my room, eat my cornstarch. Anybody want some?
No.
Tinker, I know you were not one of those weirdos that do that. I want to say special ed child, but speaking of ed, it might be the lead. Y'all used to lick the windows of the bus going to school? Because that's what it's giving.
She had so many dogs, I had to give them their own house in the woods.
I wouldn't be going.
Not the door house.
His name.
You can't read the door.
Mildred talk.
Okay.
I just got sprayed in the face.
Not the.
Oh God, this mission is.
We really do need a day where we just talk about topics. Maybe like Topic Tuesday.
And that's what I said.
Because the one about squirting, I have questions.
And I have answers.
And they're only like half paying attention while they're
Girl, boo-hoo. Nene.
I should have probably taken the cab.
Okay, ladies.
As you
Now
notice,
let's
I'm
get
not there.
information. Okay, ladies, now let's get information.
But wait a minute. There's a special person on my list.
Look at Wendy.
Andy Cohen. Your notes meant the world to me. They were on.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Karen really said, baby, if you want to have it your way, go to BK, Wendy. Go to Burger King, girl.
Always on time.
How you doing, RuPaul? Now, Gilbert, you are a very funny man. Have you always been funny?
Alicia. I mean, I definitely understand committing to the character, but like, did she just start hormones yesterday? Where she put her titties? Girl. That is not a chest plate. Stop laughing. You transphobic.
I'm a T-girl from the past life.
Up next, she puts the sass in Sasquatch. It's
Tell me that's not Karen Hugo. Tell me that's not Karen Hugo.
Play the video.
Miss Big Feet. What the did you just?
That's
Noel. Ooh,
Alicia.
Aubrey. Ooh, Aubrey, you're going to hell.
The Thomas Concubine video.
Sasquatch is a very offensive term to me.
If you must know. All I'm seeing now. I ain't even gonna see your character.
About last night? Yes, about last night. No, we're going to talk about reproduction. Tell us about last night.
Well, how did Letitia get into this? Well, Letitia is in this conversation, so I guess we are talking about reproduction. Oh, okay. Why y'all ain't tell me Natalie Nunn was going to be on Married to Mess? Child. So they just getting everybody from Zeus Network. Remember the season when Jocelyn was up here reading Toya? His wife is broad. She is built like Ivory, girl.